Good afternoon and welcome to the AfriConnect Regional News Bulletin. The region in focus is East Africa and the country of interest is Kenya. In the headlines, education in higher learning institutions go online. COVID-19 public awareness among children, is it a government responsibility? With higher learning institutions closed, students in private universities in Kenya have had to transition to remote learning as a method of instruction. Platforms like Zoom, e-learning and other online platforms have provided an opportunity to most schools to continue with their learning. Our reporter Doris Waithera with that story.
Thank you, Randa, back in studio. So I managed to reach out to Gloria Mibanda from Daystar University and to other international students from the same school. And this is what they had to say.
Hi, I'm Gloria. And since the coronavirus pandemic started, school has been closed. The country has been close to a lockdown. Many people have died across the world. And many things have happened in Kenya and outside Kenya. And I just thank God that I have not contacted the virus or anyone close to me or anyone that I know for that matter. I just see it on the news and read it on the papers. But I have been well and going on with my schoolwork online using the online platform. It has been quite eye-opening to study through online with the online classes and the assignments and projects, and yeah, it has been quite an experience. I hope that you stay safe. Remember to take care of yourself, wash your hands, and follow the guidelines set by the WHO and the Ministry of Health. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Charles Loro. I'm an international student from Juba, South Sudan, pursuing Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Electronic Media here at Daystar University. My online learning experience so far during this COVID-19 has been both positive and negative. The positive one is flexibility. That flexibility allows me to balance my work, school, and life in general in terms of time management. But the negative one outweighs the positive one. Why I say so? Because since I'm a social individual who like to interact with people face to face, it seems like the online learning, it's not for me. Now, my two major problems or negative experience during this COVID-19 is the internet connection and the professional equipment to do our project. Now, nothing beats interaction face-to-face with mwalimu in class and students, and also doing a quality work using the professional equipment from the studio. So far, that's my experience. And my future recommendation, nothing, only class. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Daniel Chikwaza and I am from Malawi. I'm a student at Daystar University, majoring in electronic media, communication, electronic media. My experience doing online learning at Daystar University has been bad. Number one, because I consider myself somebody who learns well in a physical class where I can see people, I can see the professor or the lecturer, and we can have conversations. And this time it's very different to look at people through Zoom on a screen, and that becomes really tough to have conversations properly, to see people's facial expressions and all these things. Also, we did have a few challenges with doing online classes. Sometimes you are in the middle of a class and the power goes off and you're wondering, okay, what's gonna happen? And just getting back is hard. People are leaving their microphones on. You can hear the dogs barking and chickens quacking in the background. So much going on. You couldn't concentrate. In short, communication just became hard in general, just because we went online. The other challenge was that this was new for almost everybody. You know, lecturers are doing this for the first time. Some students are doing online classes for the first time, so it was not easy. Some didn't know what to expect, so it was definitely a bit tough. My recommendation is that I think we just have to be more prepared, and as a university, as an international university, to actually have online content that is actually made for online learning, let me say, and also to train some, not all, but some of the lecturers how to conduct the online classes. I think that would be my simple recommendation. Thank you.
These are some of the experiences shared by Kenyan students and international students who have gone through online learning right here in Kenya. Now, with scientists predicting worse times than we are living in, and men of God urging us to prepare for end times, could online learning be the solution for education? Doris Wedera for AfriConnect News.
With the increase in infection cases of coronavirus at over 400 in Kenya and infection among children on the slow rise, public awareness efforts amongst children is becoming a public concern. Damaris Mosetti with more on the story.
The corona pandemic forced schools to be closed, and now children are left to do their studies from home. This has, however, come with a challenge here in Nakuru West. This being an area mostly dominated by people who live from hand to mouth, children have no access to online learning, and parents have to go look for money. Most children here are left with no parental guidance and are out playing as if coronavirus is non-existent. The 1 meter rule, masks on rule, or even washing hands does not apply here. Children here only know of corona from talks they hear, but don't know how destructive it is. A letter by the area chief has given a stern warning to parents or guardians who leave their children to go outside without following the COVID-19 safety measure was issued, and I quote, "Kindly inform all parents that from Monday, if a child is found playing outside, he or she will be taken to quarantine and the parents will pay for the fee. It has been noted that kids are roaming around the estate as if there is no corona danger. If you want to go to the shops, go yourself. And any kid will be found sent or roaming around will be quarantined at the cost of the parent." End of quote. As witnessed here in Nakuru constituency, children don't have a background knowledge to what coronavirus is. They only know they're out of school because the virus is eating the nation. Damaris Mosetti reporting from Nakuru West.
Up next is sports news with Fozia Emoy.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Fozia Emoy. Plans to resume the league have been labeled Project Restart. The league is hopeful of a potential restart on 8th of June and end in July to fit in with UEFA European competition plans. This will require full training to begin by 18th of May.
Under the previous proposal, matches will have been played each weekend and midweek, but the threat to players' welfare has been highlighted and the proposal altered. In addition to the neutral venue, the league will also need up to 40,000 tests for players and staff, if plans to play the outstanding game behind closed doors are pursued. On Friday, after their most recent meeting by video conference, Premier League clubs reiterated a commitment to resuming the season when safe and appropriate to do so. What has been the reaction from fans?
My name is Abdi Hakim Ali Emoy.
Resumption date for most of the leagues has not been confirmed or suggested yet. As a football fan, I miss watching the game. As for me, football restarting is a good idea, but only after the pandemic is over. Okay, someone may suggest or say the stands will be empty because supporters will not be allowed inside the stadium to watch their teams play, but a professional football match requires up to 200 people to do certain job inside the stadium, so that's already a crowd. And when football is played, the rule of social distancing is not observed, hence danger in the lives of footballers. So as for me, right now, football is not that much important. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Yasser. According to me, I think the Premier League should resume. I agree with that, with the plans to return the season as early as June. I think it's doable. Even La Liga is also planning to resume soon. So I think if players play in one specific, stadium, and they stay in specific hotels and they are tested, I think it would be easier to finish the season If it's played behind doors, they can play it like the World Cup style. And also, considering the fact that Liverpool have really worked so hard this season to make sure they have that title, I think it would be only fair to, finish the season and give them the title they deserve. Yes, so that's my opinion.
As from June 19th, it will be impossible to finish the campaigns before UEFA's domestic league cut-off, date of August 2nd. That's all for now from the Sports Desk. I'm Fozia Imoy.
Thank you, Fozia, for the sports news. And that's all we have for you on the AfriConnect regional news on this hour. You can share your feedback with us on our social media platforms at AfriConnect News on Twitter, AfriConnect News on Facebook, or send us an SMS on 2594. On behalf of the AfriConnect team, thank you for tuning in. More regional news at the top of the hour, so keep it locked on AfriConnect TV. I'm Randa Bunde.